Dumebi Kachiku, the presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress (ADC), had alleged that from the local government's area where he voted in the just concluded presidential election, children who are not yet old enough to participate in the electoral process were seen voting for the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, and they have the video evidence of the claim. Dumebi Kachiku, who spoke in an exclusive interview with Punch newspaper, said that the Labour Party, who are claiming that the election was rigged, also rigged the election in the places where they won. He made an example of the southeastern region of the country where Peter Obi had 95% of the vote, as saying that it wasn't possible he would have such vote without manipulating the results. Kachiku further revealed that people in the just concluded election were able to rig the election in their domains of strength, and that was why the gap between Bola Tinubu and Peter Obi in Lagos was not more than 10,000 in order to reduce the embarrassment for Bola Tinubu. He, however, dismissed the report that Peter Obi was also a saint in the just concluded presidential election because some of his votes that he got in his local governments were from children who were not old enough to vote, and yes, they were still allowed to cast their vote for Peter Obi. He said the APC were able to bring down the numbers there to a number that will not embarrass him, Tinubu. Wow. That is what they did there. We saw areas of strength of the PDP and how they were able to shore up the numbers to help them there. We saw what happened with the NMPP in Kano, where they were able to raise numbers, and we saw children voting. In the local government where I come from, children were voting for the Labour Party, Peter Obi. Yes, we have the videos. So all these parties rigged in their domains of strength. But as I said, their rigging could not affect materially the outcome of this election. Ultimately, the majority of Nigerians had their way and say with the outcome of the election. Wow, do maybe as a video evidence. It would be good that he brings it out. He shouldn't even be waiting for people to say, yeah, bring it out, or don't bring it out. Bring it, let us see. Because the ones that happen in other areas, like you said, all of them rigged. If all of them rigged, that means it's true that the election was flawed. That means the people who are calling for cancellation of the election are right in their own thinking. That means even APC attested to the fact that the election was flawed. So what are they waiting for? Let them go ahead and cancel the election, because everybody is saying this and this and this and that. We have seen video evidence of children voting. Even a policeman, a reputable policeman, maybe not reputable, high-rank policeman in the north, when he was being interviewed, we saw children voting here and there. Say, no, how can you just determine whether somebody is a child or not? Maybe those people are having a retarded growth. And people like say, like, seriously, did you hear anything about it? And it has been happening, not today. In the north, it has been happening. So what has been done about it? So it will be good if the same thing has been repeated in the south, because it has never happened in the south that you have underage children. Adults don't even go and vote. So it is their children they want to go and be pushing out to go and vote. It is this time around that people say, oh, no matter what it takes. Some people have never voted in their life. This is their first time of voting, even as adults. So it is children that they will take out to go and vote, when we know that most of the time the place is always volatile. So if the maybe has what it takes to prove what he's saying, it will be fine, so that we'll know that it is not only in one particular place it's been happening. Oga, keep quiet because you are irrelevant. Even Tinubu will have nothing to do with you. Hence, you are useless. What happens in Kano? Okay, what is your comment about? Or should I say, what happened in some parts of Kano State? Where some of you are in the race, just like Edumebi, some of you are in the race to make money because you know that you can never win your polling units when they ask for presidential candidates. So you too will show up. Hey. Your party said you are not their presidential candidates. Abi, you know here, busybody. Go ahead and collect your peanuts. Your work is done. Continue. I wrote the same thing on an article comment section yesterday. Some political novice started attacking me. The truth of the last election was that all of them did the same in their stronghold. Born liar. Courts of law does not take verbal as an evidence. Mr. Writer, I believe you know that. Release the evidence. And that is what people are really interested in. Some of these never do well candidates should keep quiet and lick their wounds instead of throwing motes at real contestants. This is just pure jealousy. Which local governments, please, let us know. Why are you hiding it? If you are bold enough to say it happened, you should be able to release the rest information so that people will be aware. So what is that you have against Peter Obi? The army of children that were voting in the whole northern Nigeria, didn't your eyes saw them? Were they also voting Peter Obi? You decided to drop out from the race. Obi never forced you out. But and even there in the north, we have videos of children that voted for APC. They didn't vote for PDP. Okay, since it came from your village, at least you should give us their names. Hide your face in shame. Children from your place left you and vote a stranger. You can imagine how incompetent you are. This one enter well. Nigeria youth should not allow people like the baby to be elected into any political seat because their own demonic display will be worse than what we are facing now. And that is it. Somebody like what is this? Adamu Garba. We didn't know that that's the kind of person he was. Then in 2019 also, people were hailing him. Oh, a young person. This and that. There was one they called Buhari. We have not been hearing about that one. He has not been saying anything to or contributing to the discourse of the nation. But Adamu Garba, he came at the same time with I think all this Showore and all of that. Before you know, he was just jumping from one party to another. All of a sudden, he just pitched his tent with APC, and we began to see the true color of his kind of person. And this VIDE0 is towing the same line. They don't want to stay on the path of integrity. Why didn't they, as your people, vote for you? Or didn't they know you are a presidential candidate? Okay, this man is a paid agent. If you don't know, if he said the underage kids were in the north, I would have believed him. But saying he's southeast, then I concluded that B is a bloody, this man is a bloody liar from hell. Such PVC can never be obtained in the south here. Onyeriri, in obedience we stand. Till tomorrow we are waiting. You are a liar. How much did you collect from them? Most adults did not even have chance to vote, and you are here talking around nonsense. Open your eyes and brain cells to all those parties rigged. The best rigger just won. Stop acting based on emotions and just think properly. If they all rigged, then why would INEC go ahead? Oh, everybody's saying they all rigged, and that is the kind of country, and you want the country to be better. They will tell you the best rigger won, and you are celebrating that, and you want those people to come and do the right thing for you. All of them, you say that they are rigging. Are they going to suffer? They're not going to suffer. Even the ones that they call bad losers, they are not going to suffer. It is you. You are encouraging them. Why? This rigging has been on for a very long time, and yet the authority could not do anything about it. To curb it is growing day by day, and you are celebrating it, that the best rigger won, and you expect the best rigger to come and do what for you, to come and do the needful, to make you have a good governance after spending so much to rig because it's the best rigger, and you expect him not to recoup his money back. You people must be joking. You people must be joking. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.